Hey RM, today is a good day today for the video shop because I fixed the shelf in the back. I salvaged the wood to make it a little bit more narrow so it looks more like a shelf store for VHS or DVD. And I got enough wood to start another shelf here, but not enough wood to finish it. So I'll probably have to buy 2 or 3 more pieces of wood just to finish this one and finish the one in the back I started. But I'll show you the progress of the shelf. If you have some knowledge, you can make these kinds of shelves yourself, but wood will cost you a fair bit. So this was a double stacked shelf I did not like, but I had it here for temporarily, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4 out of it, and a little bit wood I had left, a little bit on top. That's what I did on this side, and I'll probably do another little shelf on top here. So nothing here is perfect. Some is like salvaged wood put together, some is not a little bit short, so I put a little piece of wood and wedge it in between. That's if I have a working old tools to work with, but I still need to buy a jigsaw for my blade, so I might do that next year sometime because it's really old jigsaw. But to cut wood like this you need one, so that's why I would recommend if you're going to be making your own shelves. It's about $50 to make a shelf, so any wood you can salvage or cut down, or use a desk and cut it down. I don't like heavy wood, so this wood wasn't heavy, but when it was long it was a little bit heavy, but now that it's short it's not that heavy. And if I don't need it down the line, I can use it for canned food or something, so the shelf won't go to waste. I could reuse it in the basement or something. So a lot of these average movies I find locally, and anytime I get to see Back to the Future, I'll pick it up. It's probably my all-time favorite movie. But today's for the shelf. Now you can see all the James Bond I collected. It's all complete. From Russia with Love was a hard one. Moonraker was a hard one. So, and I got a couple on DVD, but only half of it, not even half, about 10 of them. And all the I Love Lucy I found on VHS, all the Dolly Parton on VHS, all the Marilyn Monroe on VHS, so anything I could get for celebrity, definitely will add it. All the Shirley Temple you can see, all the paper edition, all the Mr. Bean, all the Shirley Temple in the clamshell. Down below is all the National Geographic. So now it's very easy to come here and tell, okay, where do I need to change something? Do I need to get a different A View to Kill? Is the cover looking okay? So if I need to replace anything, I had to buy Octopussy a couple times because there's a couple different covers out there. So but I try to look for the MGM logo, and that one's a little bit different. So I think that this one's part of the set, and this one's got like a goldish thing on top of it. So that's what I look for when I'm buying the VHS. But for DVD, it's very hard. I only got like a handful of DVD, but I got the new one on DVD, so I'm not watching it yet. A lot of these you don't even really watch, you just get them. Maybe someday we'll watch them. Reorganizing some space for VHS now. And I got enough wood to start the other shelf, but I'll need to get at least one more board and another board here to finish the bottom. I might trim down this one if I get the blades for my jigsaw to have all the same height. And all these shelves I make myself, so it's a work in progress. Sometimes you don't have the exact height you need, and then you need to make wedges or hope it'll fit with some nails or something to wedge something in there. Then I try to put some kind of wallpaper paste over it to cover it a little bit. And nothing in here is 100% perfect, so it's all error and trial. But today, this shelf I made from my shelf that I had, this is basically like I'm finding a kitchen shelf and I'm going to reuse it, but a shelf I had, so I did not need the shelf that wide, plus I did not like double stacking movies, so this worked out pretty well for me. If the wood is very heavy, then I wouldn't be able to properly screw the screws or nails to hold it. It would fall apart on me. That's what happened with that big black shelf that I had. Wood was too heavy, so I lost one shelf, but I could have used it for something else. But that's the learning lesson, and shelving is pretty expensive to get, even from the donation store. Or if you're trying to make it, it's even expensive. That's why I cannot do something like that all the time. But now, it's looking more like a shelf here. I'm trying to keep this aisle more for DVD, so I need to make one more shelf here. When I get the other pieces of wood going, I got enough to make a frame, but I need to get the shelving boards. I only got enough for one more shelf, so I would need to buy a couple. And this one I made from 2 pallets, and pallets are really hard to find. Unless if you have a car, you know where to pick them up. But for me, I have to look for them in my area, and I don't see those too often. But it looks a lot nicer now, and I'm really happy how things are going in the movie room. It's a personal video store, so you cannot come here and rent anything, but I just put out the videos in case if you want to talk about how you're doing with your collection. Thanks for watching.